Hello guys. Welcome back to my channel, Writing Practices. Today, we are going to learn how to write a loan agreement letter. What is a loan agreement letter? A loan agreement letter is a formal document that outlines the terms and conditions of a loan between a lender and a borrower. It serves as a legally binding agreement where both parties agree to the specified loan amount, interest rate, repayment schedule, and other relevant terms such as prepayment options, late payment penalties, and conditions for default. The letter clearly defines the responsibilities of the borrower and the lender, ensuring that both parties understand their obligations and rights concerning the loan. The letter often requires signatures from both parties to confirm their agreement to the terms stated. Here, Writing Practices will show you how to write a loan agreement letter step by step. Check this out. First of all, you need to write the header of the letter. If you are from a company, you can then write the name of the company in the middle top of the letter. Under it, write the address of the company. Mention the number, street name, city, state, and zip code. And write also the contact information of the company. You need to write the email address and phone number. Mostly, every company has their own official header. Therefore, you can use that format instead of this sample. Under it, write the date of the letter. Yes, it is month, date, and year. For the next, write the information about the recipient. You must write their full name. Under it, write their home address. Don't forget to mention the number, street name, city, state, and zip code. Once you completed everything, you can open the letter with a formal salutation. Simply write, "Dear Mr. or Ms. or Mrs., followed by the last name of the recipient. In the first paragraph, this is an introduction part. Here, you need to write the purpose of the agreement. Of course, you must introduce the nature of the letter as a formal agreement between the lender, which is Greenleaf Financial Services, and the borrower, who is John Doe. Not only that, but also you need to write the identification of parties. Clearly defines the parties involved by referring to them as lender and borrower. Yes, they will be used throughout the agreement. And most importantly, write the loan details. Specifies the loan amount, for example as $10,000 to set the context for the agreement. Simply, you can write the first paragraph like this. This letter serves as a formal agreement between Greenleaf Financial Services and John Doe, hereinafter referred to as the borrower, regarding a loan for the sum of $10,000, which will be provided by Greenleaf Financial Services, hereinafter referred to as the lender. In the second paragraph, this is the main part of the letter. You must write all the details about terms and conditions. Here, I use the sample of an agreement with zero interest rate and fine. Number 1, it should be about the loan amount. Yes, you have to state clearly the exact sum of money being loaned, along with the disbursement date, to provide clarity on the financial transaction. And here, you can write it this way. Terms and conditions. Number 1, loan amount. The lender agrees to loan the borrower a total sum of $10,000. The loan funds will be disbursed to the borrower on February 1, 2025. Number 2, it is about interest rate. In this section, write the details of the annual interest rate applied to the loan. This should be indicating how interest will be calculated on the outstanding balance. I use the sample of zero interest here. So this how it looks like. Number 2, interest rate. The loan will incur an annual interest rate of 0% on the unpaid principal balance. Number 3, it is repayment schedule. It means, you need to outline the repayment terms. They are including the number of installments, the amount of each payment, and the start and end dates. The goal is to provide a clear timeline for repayment. And here is the example how you write it. Number 3, repayment schedule. The borrower agrees to repay the total loan amount, along with any accrued interest, in 24 monthly installments of $416.66, starting on March 1, 2025, and ending on February 1, 2027. Number 4, default clause. Here, you need to define what constitutes default, or failure to pay on time, and the consequences, or immediate full repayment, making the borrower aware of the serious implications of non-compliance. In this sample, I apply no penalty. And this how it looks like. Number 4. Prepayment. The borrower may prepay the loan in whole, or in part at any time without penalty. Number 5. Late payment clause. In this section, you must specify the fee that will be incurred if payments are not made on time, setting expectations for punctuality. In this sample, I apply $0 for the late payment as the fee. Therefore, I write it this way. 5. Late payment. If any payment is more than 10 days late, a late fee of $0 will be applied. Number 6. Prepayment clause. This part allows the borrower to repay the loan early without any penalties. The goal is to offer flexibility in the repayment process. And here is the example how you write it. 6. Default. In the event of default, defined as the borrower's failure to pay the scheduled payments on time as per the terms outlined in this agreement, the lender has the right to demand immediate payment of the entire remaining loan balance and any accrued interest. Number 7, which is the last term and condition, it is about governing law. Yes, you must indicate the legal jurisdiction, which is state of Texas under which the agreement is governed. The goal is to clarify where legal matters would be handled. And this is the good example how you write it. Number 7. Governing law. This agreement shall be governed by, and construed in accordance with the laws of the state of Texas. You must be careful in writing the terms and conditions because they are crucial and you are not allowed to make mistakes. After writing the terms and conditions, now you need to write the mutual agreement. It is about a statement, confirming that both parties agree to the terms and conditions set out in the letter. The goal is of course to make the agreement binding. If you have no idea what to write, you may simply copy this. Both parties hereby agree to the terms and conditions outlined in this loan agreement. This agreement is binding upon the borrower and lender, as well as their successors, assigns, and personal representatives. And the next paragraph, it is the instructions for signing. You need to instruct the borrower to sign, and return a copy of the letter to acknowledge their agreement. The goal is to ensure there is a formal record of the borrower's consent. Simply, you may write something like, "Please sign and return a copy of this letter, as an acknowledgement of your agreement to the terms outlined above." And the last paragraph, but not the last part, this is about appreciation and future partnership. It should be a closing statement thanking the borrower and expressing anticipation for a successful financial relationship. This should be adding a positive and professional touch. You may simply write, "Thank you for your attention to this matter. We look forward to a successful financial partnership." And now, it is the signature block. You have to pay attention and watch the video to the very end, so you don't miss anything. The first signature is from the lender. And space for the loan officer's signature, along with their printed name and title. Formally concluding the letter from the lender's side. And you can write, "Sincerely," add the signature, and write your full name, your occupation in the company, and the name of the company. Greenleaf Financial Services. And the second signature is from borrower. You must write an acknowledgement by the borrower. The borrower's confirmation here is a section where the borrower signs and dates the document. This would be indicating their agreement to the terms laid out in the letter. And here is how you write it. Acknowledgement by the borrower. I, John Doe, hereby acknowledge and agree to the terms and conditions of the loan, as outlined in this agreement. And give empty space for the borrower to give their signature and the date as well. So, that's how you write a loan agreement letter step by step. I hope you find this video helpful. Thank you for watching, and see you soon.